This week on Wildlife Wednesday, I want you to meet a group of people who spend their weekends tirelessly working for the community. Volunteers who clean up the parks and the rivers and the streams and all of their local areas, keeping them fresh and clean for the rest of us. You've met many of these people before in videos connected with the Stepping Stone Forest, but this week I want to show them as carers for the environment, cleaning up the mess left by other people who just don't care. Last Sunday I spent a little time with them at the Woodstown stream as they cleaned up the rubbish left by the careless people in the community, people who just don't care. But these are people who deserve all of our praise because they do care. Let me show you what happened. I'm right beside the Woodstown stream, and as you can see, I've got a couple of volunteers with me here, but there's one in particular, and that's Claire. And Claire is going to tell me all about this group that regularly cleans up the Woodstown stream.
Thank you, Michael. So Woodstown has always had a very active residents association, and we have a little subset of that as well called Woodstown Wildlife, where we try and do lots of talks about the wildlife we have in our area and learn more and more about the nature that's around us and our beautiful park here in Knockline Park. So with the help of Dodder Action, a few years ago we started cleaning out this beautiful stream, which has been here since the very first maps of Ireland before the famine. So this whole stretch of beautiful tree line, which is sort of holly, hazel and oak tree line, has been here for such a long time and in lovely condition with a beautiful path around it, and it actually goes all the way up towards the Dublin Mountains, so a lovely corridor for wildlife to travel up and down. So we're very lucky to have it, and Dodder Action helped us clear it out and get the stream back into a more flowing condition again. And we've worked with Law Pro as well to find out more information about what we can do in the future. So we've great plans to make it even better and healthier for the little invertebrates. And only 2 weeks ago we were delighted to see 2 little ducks, well 3 actually, waddling their way over to the stream. So you can see already the changes we're doing to get the stream flowing again are making a big difference, which is great.
Now just walking through the woods here, right beside the Woodstown stream, and the first volunteer I've come across is Katie. Katie is Claire's daughter, and she does a great job volunteering on all these projects. Who's hiding in the Woodstown stream? It's Francis. There's one thing I'm always fascinated about, particularly when I talk about the Stepping Stone Forest project. It's the number of different groups that get involved in volunteering. And here's one of the most active ones in front of me. Bernie, would you like to talk to me for a minute? Your group is the Rook letterbox. Okay. Tell me a little bit about that, how you became involved.
Okay, I started, I suppose, I got involved with Cara and cleaning up along Cherryfield up at the Dodder, and from that I met people like John Kleberg and Francis and Claire Hamilton, and just got involved in doing volunteering work around Dodder Action, and out of that grew Willbrook Little Mugs, because we live in a lovely little area in Rathfarnham, Willbrook Park. Lovely little green, old trees. So we just
So you look after that.
We clean up Whitechurch Stream, and we're just blessed where we live. So that's where it came about.
We even get the dogs helping out. How about that? Look at this guy. And there's a lovely owner walking around with him. Okay, we'll just say goodbye to Bernie and we'll disappear back up. Thanks, Bernie.
Okay,
Take care. Now there's a familiar person coming towards us, folks. It's John Kleberg.
Hey, Michael.
Morning, John.
Morning, Michael.
This is not your usual, well, it is your usual group, but you've got people from Dodder Action, you've got people from Willbrook Litter Mugs, you've got your own people. Quite a few people out on Sunday morning helping out.
Yeah,
I'm in total admiration of volunteers. Wonderful people. I got to ask you a quick question. How did you become involved in the Woodstown project?
The Woodstown project, I got involved in that because I met Claire Hamilton, who's behind this project. She came to a number of the letterbox cleanups, and then when she started doing them here, I said, okay, I'm going to reciprocate and I'll come down and give her a hand.
And that's how all the groups got together, yeah?
Yeah, it's basically it. You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours.
Oh, okay. I don't need my back scratched at the moment.
okay,
Thanks very much, John.
Back scratcher here.
Thanks, John. Sadly, folks, there are some downsides to cleaning up the river and all of the areas around here. And it's this particular problem. These are nitrous oxide cans. And I'm going to let Francis tell you about that.
These are not nitrous oxide containers, and the problem with them is that they're not actually illegal to purchase because they're used in the confectionery industry. They power those blow torches for browning meringues and that kind of thing, but they've become a drug of choice. They're cheap. Apparently they're about €40 for this, and you get a lot of hits out of it. And what they do is they release the gas into balloons, and then they suck the nitrous oxide out of the balloons and get a high off it. Okay, I think that what happens here is there's a valve that goes onto the top of that, and when the valve is turned on, they can release the nitrous oxide into a balloon. But the problem with that is they're getting pure nitrous oxide. Now, nitrous oxide is used in anesthesia, but it's mixed. It's mixed with other things. It's not pure nitrous oxide. And that's why it's so dangerous. It can kill.
Is this a common practice?
It's a very common practice. It kind of grew over the COVID era, but they've moved on from the little silver bullets that they used to use. You may be familiar with them. They were all over the parks during COVID, and they've moved on to these because they're getting more quantity. So it's a pretty serious issue now at the moment. And there have been serious injuries from it. There was one death.
This really is a lovely place to take a walk. Absolutely fabulous. Plenty of birdsong to keep me company. It's a marvellous time of the year to walk in a place like this, because with all the birdsong around, with birds nesting and raising families and all that kind of stuff, you get plenty of sounds from the river and from the trees. And look who I've just come across again. There's Claire in the river this time.
It's flowing really well now, which is great to see. Far less silt than there used to be. But this is what we always find in the streams. And it's May. Christmas trees. This and nitrous oxide canisters.
We've just been with Francis and she had 3 of them and she was showing them to me, so
yes,
it's a sad thing, that it really is.
I know, it is very sad. And this is sad too, because this will rot in the water and people think it's natural, but it won't. It'll add too much fertility and nitrates into the water, and that'll kill off any life that's there. And that's why we don't want anything that shouldn't be in the stream getting into the stream. And garden waste is a disaster if it gets into wild areas.
And unfortunately a lot of people do throw garden waste in.
They do. There's a lot of evidence of that around here, very sadly. And then this is, which obviously this isn't garden waste, this is just obvious dumping, but all dumping of any garden waste is illegal, as well as extremely damaging. And it's very hard for us as volunteers to take that out of the water, because it's not obvious sometimes where it is. It disappears visually very quickly, but it's doing a lot of damage. So it's easier to take out the nitrous oxide canisters than the garden waste. So it is.
What would we do, folks, without all these wonderful volunteers? And here's two more coming towards us here. God, there's great work being done around here this morning, lads.
Yeah, we're coming to get the wheelbarrow. Get the wheelbarrow and we'll bring back. We get a bit of that here. Do you want to throw that on?
Little bit of a
Barbed wire. My
barbed
God.
wire between two trees,
Knee height.
knee height.
Oh God,
So we managed to
that's awful.
get it out.
Thanks for watching Wildlife Wednesday, folks. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you did, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel if you're so inclined. For now, take care, stay safe, and I'll see you soon.